Okay, so you're taking part in, let's say, the Kingdom Raid and you've been smashed by a bigger player. You think, how can I defend better in future? Critical defense might be the way to go. This video will take you through how to set up critical defense if you've not got it yet and why you should use it. So if you spend in the game, Amazon App Store can get you up to a 20% discount. Alright, so you check your critical hit chance and you've got like 30%, 40%, then now is the time to consider, should I go critical in defense? Now there's a few ways of doing it. It can take quite a lot of time to do this, but the value of having critical defense is when you do get hit, you can actually hit back with a heck of a lot more power. So if you go to your Lord at the top, and then if you go to more info at the bottom here, you can check your current critical hit chance. It'll be down in the middle of the page here. If it's not anywhere near 30%, probably not worth the effort yet, but once you start getting that up, it's worth considering. So now if we go into the research, and if you go into superior research, War Fury for example will show you Undying Oath. Undying Oath, this is how you get that critical hit chance up. Doing this research will give you that much more powerful hit. Now how does it work? If you've got 6 or fewer different types of troop, T12 cavalry, that's 1. T12 bow, that would be 2. T12 infantry, that would be 3. You can only have 6 types. So once you've got that 6 type max, you can get up to a 180% damage extra during each wave of the attack. So in defense, critical hits can be really powerful. Alright, so you've decided I want to go for critical defense. Great, good decision. If you've got enough of those critical hit points, then this is a brilliant way to help protect yourself. Now, how do you do it? So you look at your troops, you've got maybe 200,000 troops that don't meet your crit, but you've got 800,000 that do. This is the time when actually you can still get your critical defense, but you need to send those 200,000 troops away every time that you're fighting. You cannot have them in your city. How do you send troops away? Well, there's a couple of ways. In your own kingdom, you could set a rally against a barbarian, so a 1-hour rally. Any troops in a 1-hour rally, any rally in fact, will disappear from your city. So that is a great way to protect them. So here you click 1 hour and then you want to just put all of your troops that don't meet your crit. For me, I would set up a march in advance. If you've got to do like 10 different tiers of troops to get rid of all these ones here, it's really slow. So I would set up a getting your crit defense march in advance to get rid of all those lower level troops. Hopefully you can do it 1 or 2, otherwise it can be a bit more difficult to use up all your slots for getting rid of these troops. The more troops you're sending away, the less likely this approach is to work. Remember, you won't be sending your dragon out unless you're using a dragon idol. These marches here, if you send them out with your dragon, trouble. You do not want to have your city being defended without the dragon, so ensure that this march does not include your dragon. Horrible mess up. If you send out your dragon to get your critical defense, it's going to cost you a huge amount. You need your dragon at home, or you need to have a dragon idol. So if you go to your Lord at the top left, and then if you click on this icon here, you can go to the store and get hold of a dragon idol here or a dragon blade. Either one will ensure your dragon stays home even if you sent it out. So how else do you get those troops out? Well, if you're in somebody else's kingdom, so let's say it's Kingdom Raid, you've gone to a different kingdom entirely. Now you can't rally those barbarians, but what you can do is rally other cities. So just find any enemy city. Okay, so this is my own kingdom during peacetime, so I'm not actually going to rally anyone, but if you click 1 hour rally, and you can do exactly the same, so use your preset to get rid of all those extra troops that you don't want. You can also send your troops out longer term to one of your allies. So if you're at home, this is absolutely fine. If somebody's shielded and not going anywhere during Kingdom Raid, reinforce your allies, send out those trash marches there. Now the issue you have is if they teleport away, if they're going to another kingdom, they can't take your troops with them. If they're going out fighting, they can, so your troops will be in there. If you're not online to the spot that they've gone, then you could find your troops being in a battle that you hadn't planned on. If you haven't got the hospital capacity, ouch, that could hurt. So, what's the other benefit to sending out those lower level troops? Well, let's imagine you've got 1 million troops in your march, and your hospital capacity is 800,000. Now, if you can send out 200,000 troops that don't meet your crit, then you've got a critical defense, 800,000 troops in there, 200,000 troops hidden. Your hospital capacity will never be exceeded. If somebody hits you once, 800,000 troops are all in your hospital, and your trash troops are not taking spaces in your hospital. This will protect your top and most expensive troops. So there's actually a double benefit to getting those troops out. Downside to taking your troops out, you have to remember to do it every time you teleport. Those fake rallies that you started, or those troops that you've sent somewhere else, they'll immediately come home. So you have to remember to do it every single time you jump to a new place. Send out those rallies. It's got to be, you've got to practice. It's got to be second nature. Land, send out your fake rallies, then start your attacks. If somebody hits you fast and you're relying on that critical defense and you haven't sent out those fake rallies, you won't have it anymore. Now you're ready to get all of those troops out. The real balance on this is how many troops are you sending out compared to how many are going to be left. If you've got 1 million troops and you're sending out 500,000 to get your crit defense, actually you're going to do better having the extra 500,000 troops in your city rather than getting that crit hit. 50% of your troops are not going to do as much damage as 100% of your troops. I'd say 10, 15, 20%, that sort of range max. If you've got that many troops that you need to send out, might be worth it. If you've got to send out more than that, I don't think it's time yet. You need to start getting rid of those troops in a longer term fashion. So what are the ways to get rid of your troops to meet that crit? Well, first up, you can go to the troop training, and you can go to the lower levels here, and you can use the upgrade button. You can choose where you want to send it, so this is a much better interface than it used to be. Just keep upgrading those troops. Now, what else could you do? Well, these lower level troops, you might say, actually I've got KVK coming up and this is a great way to get some points. Send out a march with all those troops that don't meet your crit. It'll still be an okay march and you'll get some points when they die. So you keep doing that, you'll start whittling down those lower level troops, and worst case, if you've only got a few left, and you'll then be able to hit permanent critical defense, as in you only have 6 types of troop, now's the time to consider clicking on this exclamation point here, and you can dismiss these troops. So you can just permanently delete them. Now you can hit your crit defense. Deleting a few thousand troops to get crit defense for 1 million troops is a massive win. Delete those troops if you need to. So there's a great way to increase the bang, the punch in your defense in your castle when you're out in Kingdom Raid or other events. Critical defense, really powerful. Check out this video here for some battle action from KVK. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm EnglishTim. Thanks for watching today.